Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again. Yep, River, River from Battlefadersinc. You're obviously watching a deck profile again. Don't worry, we're working on it. And obviously this time it's Constellars. Uh, I'm going to show you my deck of Constellars. I've been working on this. I didn't actually use a list, but apparently I have because everyone runs it like this. Apparently, so I'm going to show you guys my extra deck, side deck, main deck, the usual deal. Uh, yeah, I'm currently on Tumblr if you want to follow me or whatever. Facebook, we have a Facebook page. Yeah, we're looking for more people. So here, we'll go with the deck profile. We've got triple course because well, he or she, whichever you want to call her. It's the main part of the deck. Uh, she boosts up to fives or to threes or keep her at four. She's really good. Three Pollux. Ruling about Pollux, he cannot be Effect Veiler or Fiendish Chain. Now I will warn you guys about this deck. There is just one proxy, which really sucks. Main deck, side deck, and extra deck. There's only one proxy. So two bears. Because in this variant I'm running the tanky variant to find out course. If I draw into all three tankies, or all three course, or all three course, then I'll search out bear, obviously. Two sombre, not three because I found three to be too much because he's more of a late game type situation. Two Algadaries, great because you normal Pollux, you normal her, then you special summon a level 4. That could be made a Shockmaster if you decide to edit my extra deck and add in Shockmaster. Honest, they're all lights except for bear, so obviously Honest is a perfect choice. Now I'm going with three Sheratans. I've seen twos or ones of this, but she's basically a Stratos for level 3 of Constellars. So if you search out, she makes your hand viable for next turn, which is mainly what the deck is about. Two Leonidas, or Leonis. He's another double summon. Now, you can't normal summon Pollux, normal summon Leonidas, then normal summon Course, because that doesn't work. Because the normal summon only happens once per turn. Two Maxis speeds the deck up because sometimes you have a really bad hand, so if you ditch Maxi against Elemental Dragons, or if you ditch Maxi against any of the top tier decks these days that are about to special summon, well, except for Prophecies because inherent, but if you drop Maxi, you get to just basically draw a card, maybe two, depending, especially if you're up against Tour Guide. Two Effect Veilers, that's another no-brainer. She's a light. No, I've actually been thinking of adding in some synchros. The only problem that I haven't actually made synchros in this deck is because Course says cannot be synchroed with. Triple Tanky to search out Course and Bear. Also gives some of the XYZs a boost in attack. Now I'm deciding to run triple MST for this format because, as you know, Elemental Dragons and Prophecies, the back row that they have, you don't really want to pop unless it's Elemental Dragons. Now, this card, people have been saying, why are you running it? You can turn this into a Pot of Greed. You activate that, you normal summon Pollux and go into Course, right? Following me? You make them both 5, you go into Palladius. You make Palladius' effect to bounce this back, you activate it again and overlay for another, for Mark 7, and you basically just did a Pot of Greed. Rotar to search out Pollux, Monster Reborn, Pot of Avarice, because you actually, surprisingly or not, you actually go through all your monsters. Heavy Storm, but no Dark Hole because you need your monsters on the field. I mean, Dark Hole also because there's less room, but Dark Hole, as I found with this deck, it kind of hinders it more than helps it. Two Safe Zone, two Call of the Haunted, and the Solemn Duo. So that's the deck. So we're going to go on to the extra deck. So we now have one Gaia, the Thunder Charger. you go through rank 5s and rank 6s pretty easily, so you basically just pop him on top and go, oh look, triple Mark 7, because you go through, like, the only non-Constellar monster that you have is Course. No, is Bear. Not Course, Constellar Course, that's not a Constellar at all. He's great, because if you got 2 courses, right, you make him instantly and you can go straight for his effect. As I said with the pot of greed thing, he's also quite cool. He's really useful. He's also bigger than Thunder Charger. So he's a pretty big rank 6. Then we're running 2 Pallades for our rank 5s, followed by a Volcanosaurus. I've been thinking of taking Volcanosaurus for Pallades, but Volcanosaurus kind of... it's a Ring of Destruction, but for your opponent. 2 Omegas. There's basically nothing more to be said about this card. It's one of the prime rank 4s that you can find for lights these days. Honestly, it's one of the best ones that I found, because you just activate its effect during either player's turn. Like, it starts a chain with anything but quick play traps. And, well, you know, Super Poly, but when are you going to find Super Poly? 2 Beehives, or Persepi, he used to be called Beehive. Again, like Omega, but he's only when they attack, so he's kind of not as fast. Well, he isn't as fast. Starliege Paladimio, the only non-Constellar level 4 other than Gaga Cowboy, but he's great. Try not to Call of the Haunted him when they MST it, because that doesn't work, because he has to be destroyed by opponent's card effect, just a warning. But he's really great because he's like detached to no Spirit Reaper, detached to no Zen Mains, detached to... yeah, and their attack goes to 0, so he's really good. Also, it kind of makes your opponent not want to Mirror Force. Gaga Cowboy. Now, I've chosen this over Utopia, not because... not because, like, a good reason to go with the Utopia is because he's a light and he's much cheaper, but Gaga Cowboy, he wins games sometimes. Like, that boost of 1000 and the takedown of 500 from your opponent, that's great. The inflict 800 sometimes can kill your opponent at the end of the game. Then we got Hades, the only rank 3 Constellar monster. He's not that great. If his effect targeted, he would be pretty good against Spirit Reaper. I mean, the only problem I find with him is that he's 1900, but he's a Beast Warrior, so he gains the 100 from Tenki. I've thought about taking him out for maybe an Acid Golem or Leviathan Dragon, but honestly, put him all to defense position. Nothing has roughly 1900 defense that's in the meta today that you can't deal with. Zen Mains for the last extra deck card. Really defensive. Now, I know this wouldn't be one of my videos without a side deck, so here's my side deck. We've got double Gorilla. Now, Gorilla's great against back row users. So if you go up against Macrocosmos, Macro Rabbits, or maybe Stoling, you just side in these bad boys over Bear. Victoria for the Steel Swarm players, the Evil Swarm players, Evil Swarm players, because you, or Elemental Dragons, because you basically just take their dragon, followed by 2 Concentrated Lights, because those are for the Evil Swarm players as well. Because this deck, it really hates on Evil Swarm. Dark Hole, there's my sided Dark Hole. Again, I explain why I'm not maining it. Necro Valley. Now, you don't go through your graveyard as much as you would think. Marcia 7, or Mark 7, and, of course, Sombre and Monster Born and Pot of Avarice will do it for you. They'll stop, but you can easily just side them out. 2 Royal Decrees. This is also great for Macro Rabbit matchups, because that's the main thing that kills this deck is back row. Like, I've tried siding in, like, doing in Night Beams, but I've gone Night Beams kind of for me. So Royal Decree kills some decks. Then we have Gozen Match for the for like most meta decks. Like every meta deck that I've seen so far get killed by a Ghosted match. For example, Wind Ups and E-Dragon's Prophecies, they kind of get maxed up, but not a lot. And then 2 Imperial Iron Walls, because face it, you don't want your cards banished as much as any other player does. And also it slows down. It doesn't 100% do it, but it can slow down Prophecies and E-Dragons. E-Dragons mostly, and you don't really want to main Macrocosmos in this deck because that affects you. That's the deck. Like and subscribe, the usual BS. Yeah, I did promise on my Tumblr account that I'll make you a YouTube video, so this is going out there. So I'll see you guys next video I do, which may be Psychics. See ya.